Okay, monarchs, we are keeping watch as well as praying because we need to do both. Donald Trump is trying to eliminate the national debt ceiling. If he eliminates the national debt ceiling, he will financially enslave all of America. This is why he wants no tax on overtime or no tax on tips, because you're going to have to work your butt off to pay this debt, for everything that they want to do. Listen.
President-elect Donald Trump is working to torpedo a last-minute government funding measure. The deadline to get it done is tomorrow. So let's go live to CBS News political correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns. Caitlin, we might have to interrupt you if we have to go back to New York. Want to let you know right off the top of that, with our apologies. But let's you and I begin. House Speaker Mike Johnson, he scrapped yesterday's bill after that backlash from Trump and J.D. Vance. So what does the incoming administration want to see in this upcoming legislation and resolution?
Yeah, a lot of news happening today, Reed. Well, here in West Palm Beach, the president-elect has made clear that whatever kind of deal is done for this continuing resolution, they want a debt ceiling limit to be done away with as part of that deal. Now, that is a very complicated process there, and kind of a last-minute wrench put into this process by the president-elect yesterday.
What did she say? Let's back that up so y'all can hear it for a second time. Listen, like I told y'all, man, this man is the devil. Listen.
This continuing resolution, they want a debt ceiling limit to be done away with as part of that deal. Now, that is a very complicated process there, and kind of a last-minute wrench put into this process by the president-elect yesterday. So the feeling, too, coming from Trump world is that they want Biden to essentially own any of the political fallout that comes if the government is shut down. And that's interesting because Biden...
All right, so Trump is saying shut the government down if they do not want to do away with the debt ceiling, which means they can spend as much money as they want to. Think about that. Think about why they don't want any tax on tips or labor, right? When he says overtime, he says that's another way of saying labor. Period. Wake up, people. This is happening. This is keeping watch. Keep watch as well as pray.
Sweet. Excellent question. Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president. Helen?
Wasn't I wearing a hat?
Yes, you were. Now, in conclusion, my administration will focus on the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and refilling the ocean. Thank you very much. As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
Well, remember when the last administration decided to invest in our nation's children? Big mistake.
The Balanced Breakfast program just created a generation of ultra-strong supercriminals.
And Midnight Basketball taught them to function without sleep.
What about my pledge to build the world's largest bookmobile? Isn't there any money left for that?
No, and we borrowed from every country in the world.
Quick, Lisa, call off your...
Bart! Ow!
Government is trillions of dollars in debt. Here's why that's actually a huge problem. The national debt is so big that we spend more on interest than on Medicaid or defense. Even if interest rates stay at 4% for the next few decades, annual interest payments are projected to surpass what we spend on Medicare and Social Security. It's like having a ballooning credit card bill that gradually swallows up your entire salary. Interest rates are like a time bomb. If they rise to 5, 6, or 7%, the cost of borrowing will increase so much that federal debt would be on track to surpass 300% of GDP, or 3 times higher than World War II levels. Eventually, interest costs would consume nearly all of annual U.S. tax revenues.
Legislation and resolution.
Yeah, a lot of news happening today, Reed. Well, here in West Palm Beach, the president-elect has made clear that whatever kind of deal is done for this continuing resolution, they want a debt ceiling limit to be done away with as part